Hi guys, welcome to Stacking the Shelves for the weekend of February 18th, I believe it's 18th, yes. I did get quite a few books this week, mostly because it was Valentine's Day and I actually got some gifts for my husband. And then I bought him some books, which I will also probably end up reading. So I'm going to go through those two, even though they're not technically mine. Alright, so I did get one book for review. And that is The Waking Land by Cally Bates. This I got through the Amazon Vine program. It comes out, I believe, I have no idea when it comes out. It says July. So it comes out this July. Honestly, the cover caught my eye first. I thought it was so cool looking. And then I read it, and it sounds like a really interesting fantasy. It's got quotes from like Tamara Pierce, Terry Brooks on here. It looks like a really nice fantasy, and so I was excited to read it. So I was just a sucker for the cover, and then the synopsis just sounded good. And this is an adult fantasy. So for Valentine's Day for my husband, I got this book, Thief of Lives by Brenda Drake. This is the first book in the Library Jumpers series, and it just sounded super fun. It's about a girl who's like jumping between libraries and stealing stuff and all that kind of stuff. So it just sounded really fun. Again, really beautiful cover on this. Really nicely put together book. Yeah, so I'm excited to see how this is. And then I bought two books for my husband for Valentine's Day, but honestly, I will probably end up reading them as well. The first one I got for him is Attack on Titan Volume 13. I know I was reading these a lot last year, and then we just kind of stopped getting them because I can't get them from the library. I have to buy them all. So, yeah, so that's Attack on Titan Volume 13. And then the second one I got for my husband that I will also probably read is Ugelblatt Volume 2. This is a very mature fantasy manga. It's been pretty good. The first one jumped around a lot, so it was a little bit confusing sometimes, but you can tell they're very big. This is an omnibus of multiple volumes. But yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm going to read this one and see if it's as confusing as the first one. I'll probably stop reading the series, but I wanted to see if things got a little bit more cohesive in that one. And then the last one I bought for myself is Traitor to the Throne by Alwyn Hamilton. This does come out in the U.S. later in March. It has already been released in the UK, and so I got it through Book Depository, which is based in the UK and does free shipping. And I go there for a lot of books that either you can't find in the US anymore, or they've been released internationally first, and I want to get them. The other reason I got this is this cover matches the other cover I have for Rebel of the Sands, which was the first book, and this is a young adult fantasy series that's kind of set in a Middle Eastern type world. Rebel of the Sands has a very similar cover, and I wanted to keep the covers the same. For some reason, the U.S. release has a completely different style cover with a lady standing there and stuff, and I didn't like it. So I know this is one of those weird book people things, but I want my books to kind of match for this, and it is a Middle Eastern type fantasy, and I like this kind of book, and it matches Rebel of the Sands. So I will probably continue to buy them. That, and it's still paperback in the UK, and these are a little bit easier to carry around and read, as opposed, I think the US one is going to be hardcover. So, yeah, that's why I got that. Really long explanation for that. So, let's see if I can I'm dropping everything. I was going to just line them all up here so that you guys can see what I got. I'll show you the bindings of them all. So this is kind of the stack here. There were 5 of them. That's really all I have to talk about. I can do my normal blabbing about random stuff, I guess. So we are almost done with hockey season. It's supposed to be super warm in Minnesota today, which super warm for us. This is going to hit 60, which is amazing because early in the week it was 20. So everybody just gets it's kind of fun because everybody gets so excited about it. Everybody has a lot of energy. Everybody's outside, It's crazy. People start wearing shorts. And it is supposed to get colder again next week, down in the 30s. But I'm excited it's going to be warm. And it's crazy, but that's part of the fun of living in Minnesota is that when it does get warm, everybody's so excited. And then hockey is almost done. We have our district tournament this weekend, and depending on how they do, it might carry on into next weekend, but hopefully it's local. It won't be too crazy. It'll be 1 game a day instead of 2 or 3 games a day. And so hockey is kind of fading out of my life for a little bit. My son always plays hockey all year long, so he will do like this summer skills camp thing, but that's just like some practices once or twice a week, and just to kind of keep him skating through the summer. I'm super excited to get my weekends back. You have no idea. I'm so excited. But we have to ramp up for a trip to Hawaii. So beginning of March to mid-March, we're going to be gone for 2 weeks in Hawaii. And so I need to really start thinking about that. Like, we've started looking at kind of what we want to do, but I have not scheduled any tours. Like, we wanted to do a whale watching tour and a nighttime lava boat tour and that kind of stuff. I need to start looking at that again. That's the plan. Yeah, so that's kind of what I have going on. I hope you guys got some great books this week and that you have a great week of reading ahead of you. Hopefully you're planning to do something fun for spring break, even if it's just like a little staycation, like stay at home and hang out or whatever. I know my family always even enjoys just hanging out and playing like board games and video games and going biking and doing all that fun stuff. So anyways, I will talk to you guys next week. Have a great week. Bye.